Good morning. This is Professor Anderson with a little bit of feedback for your writing assignment number 1. So I like how you have organized each of these sections, you making certain that you've included all the components. For the writing assignment, so that's a great rough draft concept. That's a way to plan out your thinking. That was awesome. For the final, remove these, like take this whole line off right here. So you don't need to share with me what the first objective was because I know what it is. So you want to remove these 1, 2, 3, and 4, just to make your paper flow more like a paper versus an outline. In the first section, you give a good description of the inhibitors, but take a look at this task. It says describe the community setting. So this is what you wanted to share with me is, what kind of industry is it? Where, is it located downtown? Is it located in the suburb? Are you in an office, a multi-storied building office? Is this a privately owned company, a publicly owned company? Are there 500 workers, 5 workers? Give an understanding of the physical situation of where you work. And then these different inhibitors, these are excellent descriptions to go inside of here to understand exactly how these inhibitors affect effective communication. So you give the direct example of that specific situation, name the inhibitor, and then explain why that inhibitor impedes communication. This first one, I'm not sure. You bring up a good question about whether that's a cultural barrier or not. So cultural barriers are ones, of course, someone from 2 separate cultures, someone from the West and someone from the East, someone from the North and someone from the South. Cultural barriers are also ethnic differences, which might have some little idiosyncrasies. For example, if someone is from even in the same country, but they're from a different ethnic region, like say even in America, someone's from the upper Pacific Northwest and someone's from the South, like southern Louisiana or Alabama, they're going to have different cultural norms. So that would be a cultural barrier, even though they're within the same nationality, they may be the same race. The ethnic interpretations would be different. So being a morning person versus not a morning person, I'm not sure. I wonder if that might be an environmental or depending on the situation, or attitudinal. Take a closer look at that definition of a cultural barrier, because I'm not sure that's exact. I understand. Yes, that's a huge problem when you can't coordinate at the same time meetings. I wonder if that's organizational barrier like you have here, like a separate kind of organizational barrier, or if it's an emotional or attitudinal barrier, or environmental, excuse me. So then in your final draft, you want to remove these 2 rows right here. And again, remove this here. I like how you've given the percentage rating, and then you've defined it. You've given example of why you have rated it at 85%. So you're off to a great start, and I look forward to reading your final draft.